Have you ever imagined what it would be like to travel through time? To visit the past and see all the amazing things that have happened? Or to explore the future and see what it holds? To see the pyramids being built and fire being discovered for the first time? Or, you could travel to the future and see what the world will be like, see new technologies that we can't even imagine today, visit new colonies on other planets, or even meet your descendants and much more. But, is time travel even possible? What are the laws of physics that govern it? And if it is possible, what are the potential benefits and dangers? In this video, we're going to explore all of these questions and more. So, if you're curious about time travel, stay tuned as we explore the possibilities. Basic physics. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time is not absolute. It can be warped by gravity and speed. So, in theory, it could be possible to travel through time by traveling faster than the speed of light or by entering a region of strong gravity. However, traveling faster than the speed of light is not possible because the laws of physics do not allow for travel faster than light. Another way to travel through time would be to enter a region of strong gravity. For example, a black hole is a region of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. If you could enter a black hole and then exit, you would find that time has passed more slowly for the rest of the universe. Benefits of time travel. World War I killed over 40 million people. Now worry no more, because now we can travel back in time to prevent the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which led to the outbreak of World War. Well, if we are traveling to the past, might as well warn people about the dangers of climate change. Now what if these people thought I was a lunatic and ignored my advice? We could travel to the future to see how climate change has ruined the planet and develop strategies for adaptation. Or, we could travel to the future to learn about new technologies and scientific discoveries that could help us solve problems in the present. We could also fulfill our childhood dream of being a hero by rescuing people from danger. For example, we could travel back in time to save people from natural disasters, say earthquakes and hurricanes. Or, we could travel to the future to save people from wars and other conflicts. A time traveler messiah, yeah, that sounds great. Again, if we're traveling already, better fill our time machine with transport goods and materials to transport food and medicine to disaster zones. Or, we could use time travel to transport rare and valuable materials from the past or the future. A time trader sounds cool. Enjoying the video so far? Drop a like and subscribe for similar content. Dangers of time travel. Accidentally change the past, creating a ripple effect that could have unintended consequences. For example, if we traveled back in time and prevented the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, it could have led to a different and potentially worse outcome for World War. Create paradoxes, such as the grandfather's paradox, a situation where a person travels back in time and kills their own grandfather. This would create a logical impossibility, as the person would never have been born if their grandfather had been killed. Be manipulated by powerful individuals or groups who want to use time travel for their own gain. For example, a dictator could use time travel to change the past and ensure their rise to power. Or, a corporation could use time travel to gain an unfair advantage over its competitors. Just imagine someone like Hitler getting this superpower. Well then, it was a good life. New ideas. A team of scientists travels back in time to collect samples of dinosaur DNA. Scientists could use the DNA to clone dinosaurs, create new medical treatments, or even develop new technologies. For example, dinosaur DNA could be used to create new types of antibiotics or vaccines. Or, it could be used to develop new materials that are stronger and more durable than anything we have today. A soldier travels back in time to prevent a war from happening. The soldier could try to assassinate a leader who is planning to start a war, or they could sabotage the development of new weapons. Or, they could simply try to change the course of events that led to the war in the first place. For example, the soldier could travel back in time to prevent the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, or they could sabotage the development of the atomic bomb. A criminal travels back in time to commit crimes that they can never be caught for. The criminal could steal valuable treasures, commit murders, or even assassinate world leaders. Or, they could simply use their knowledge of the future to make money on the stock market or place winning bets on sporting events. For example, the criminal could travel back in time to steal the Mona Lisa, or they could assassinate John F. Kennedy. A time traveler becomes a vigilante, using their ability to travel through time to prevent crimes and punish criminals. This could be a very effective way to fight crime, but it could also be dangerous for the time traveler. For example, the time traveler could travel back in time to prevent a mass shooting, or they could travel to the future to apprehend a criminal who has escaped from prison. A time traveler starts a religion or cult based on their knowledge of the future. He could use his knowledge of the future to predict natural disasters and manipulate people into giving him their money and possessions. Then he basically could do anything in the name of the cult. This could be a dangerous idea, as the time traveler could easily manipulate their followers. Time travel is a fascinating concept, but it is also a dangerous one. If we are not careful, we could accidentally change the past, creating a ripple effect that could have devastating consequences. In the worst-case scenario, we could even eradicate the human race as we know it. Imagine that a time traveler goes back in time and prevents a major war from happening. This seems like a good thing, but it could also lead to the rise of a new and more powerful evil. Or, imagine that a time traveler goes back in time and introduces a new disease to humanity. This could lead to a global pandemic that wipes out billions of people. The possibilities are endless, and they are all equally terrifying. That is why it is important to be careful about what we wish for. Time travel could be a great force for good, but it could also be a great force for destruction. What are your thoughts on this? Would it be a blessing or a curse? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.